Aquarius, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aquarius love reading. We're going to do a little something different today. Today we are going to take a look at your romantic person of interest and how they really feel about you here in February 2024. Then I'm going to go a little bit deeper and take a look at what they're thinking about you and what their intentions are toward you as we move through February. But then you know how people are, what we say we're going to do, what we intend to do, and then what we actually end up doing sometimes don't match up all that well. So I'm going to go beyond just looking at what their intentions are. I'm also going to look at what their most likely actions are going to be toward you as we move through February 2024 and beyond. I'm going to finish the reading up, though, by getting you some advice from the universe on how you should best navigate the situation you find yourself in with this person as you move through February 2024. Kind of like what you should or shouldn't do, how you should play it so it works out in the way that's best for you and what's in your own best interest. So let's take a look at what is going on with Aquarius's romantic person of interest. How does this person really feel about Aquarius in February 2024, please? Not taking you if you don't come now. Sorry. What is going on? One more for how does that really feel? Thank you. Oh, we're taking another one. Okay. Well, on the bottom of the deck, what underlies their feelings? Seven of Cups. This is Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. There's a lot of different cups here. There's a lot of different stuff in these cups. There's a lot of different ways they could choose to go here. And they don't want to make a mistake and pick the wrong thing. The clouds of smoke can represent just emotional confusion. It can represent clouded judgment, clouded decision making here. Some kind of a decision underlying this. There's a lot of emotions involved in whatever it is. Knight of Swords. This is a very fast-moving energy. It's the fastest knight in the deck. It's rushing forward and taking some rapid, decisive action on something. A lot of times this will be a person that didn't read the instruction manual. They didn't think about things first. They just like hauled off and did something, and they didn't think about it until after it was already done. This can be like spontaneous, like spur of the moment, impulsive kind of an energy, just like taking an action out of nowhere on some option they have. Could be that. Could be that there's just something happening so fast it's got them emotionally confused. Eight of Swords underneath that, it's Gemini energy. This is an energy of them being stuck in their head about something, like grinding on something over and over again on this repeating loop in their head, and like they can't shut their mind off. And they're doing that because they don't know what's the safe move to make here, and they don't want to make a mistake and step in the wrong spot here. So they're like simulating something in their mind over and over and over again, and they're feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because they don't really know what to do. Like they have this urge to act like immediately, but they don't know what to do. That's underlying their feelings for you, Aquarius. In their actual feelings, we got the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So out of the four cards, three of them are wands. That's a lot of passion and desire that they're feeling right now. This Three of Wands is Aries energy. This is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting the thing that they want. It's like they've already decided what they want. They've already chosen the path they think leads them there. They've started taking steps down the path, taking actions, trying to create the thing that they want. Sure. And they believe, like they have this positive expectancy that this thing that they want's actually going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet, and they're still waiting on it. So this is that energy of like wanting something and waiting on it to get here. Next, we have the Ten of Swords. Gemini energy. Tens are completion energies. This is a swift ending to something, usually swift, painful ending. Sometimes it's an ending they didn't see coming. Sometimes it's an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the back. No matter how you slice this, it's an ending to something. So this could be that they have a desire for an ending to happen, and they're waiting on it, and they believe some ending is going to happen. It could be maybe they're feeling like you have too many choices. That doesn't really seem like it adds up to me, though. This is almost feeling like they're confused and they want to act and they just don't know exactly what to do. Yeah, there's the Queen of Wands behind that. That's a person that they have all this passion and desire and attraction toward. Their very next card I'll get to next is the King of Wands. So there's like this feeling of being counterparts here, at least for them. This could be like they're waiting on the ending to happen, or maybe they want an ending to waiting, like they're waiting on something potentially. That could be that. It could be that they're being forced to wait on something, and like that's why they're confused about what to do and having this urge to like act. Do have King of Wands here, which is Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows what they want. They go after it. They don't usually take no for an answer. They usually don't have like allow roadblocks and obstacles to stop them. Like this is the person that finds a way to get what they want, or they make a way to get what they want. It's also the pinnacle of the wand suit, and like I already mentioned, it's about passion and desire. The wand is the phallic symbol of the deck, so it represents sexual energy and sex and passion and desire in that sense of the word. This is a very driven, motivated, ambitious person, but someone who's also driven by passion and desire and that kind of an energy. Could be that they expect that something's going to happen moving forward with you. This Page of Wands is this, it's news and messages and communicating about passion and desire. So it can be passionate messages. It can also be like communicating what it is that I desire, communicating what I want. It's also the minor arcana version of the Fool. So it's about like having the willingness to take the very first step down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. And maybe just being really confused about what to do, because this card is like, I don't want to pick the wrong thing and make a mistake, and this is like, I don't want to step in the wrong place and make a mistake. Like, I don't want to make a mistake is all over this. Something tells me, though, if there was a mistake that to be made, it's already been made, and they'd made that mistake by taking a very probably impulsive action that they didn't think through first. Could be something like that. Could be that they're waiting on an ending to happen because the wand got out of control and they followed that. Could be that they just want an end to the waitings because they have all this passionate desire and the willingness to take the steps, and I'm confused about why are we not rushing down this path? Why are we still thinking in circles about it? Could be any of that stuff, so take it as it resonates. Take a look at their feelings for you now, Aquarius. How does this person feel about their thoughts? We already looked at their feelings. So what is this person thinking about Aquarius here in February 2024, please? Got 2 flipped over in here. Okay. We're getting an extra card for your person. Normally I get 3. On the bottom of the deck, what's underlying their thinking about you? 5 of Wands. This is Leo energy. 5s are conflict. Wands are about passion and desire. I've seen a lot of Wands out here. This is a conflict in their desires, like an internal conflict they're having because a piece of them wants this one thing and another piece of them wants this other thing, and they're torn and they're like internally conflicted, playing tug of war regarding what is it that I want here. Now, that could also represent an internal conflict in the connection with you, and like they want one thing, you want something different, and there's a battle going on like that. This is like, I've seen a page already. I've got another page here, Page of Cups. This is news and messages and communicating about love and emotions, expressing feelings. This can represent an apology sometimes. It's also like the Page, which is the least developed of the court cards. So this is not someone that's fully mature in their arena here, and this one's the emotional arena. So this is not an emotionally fully mature person, like emotionally not fully developed. It could be that. And it could be that there's this, they're internally conflicted in their thinking about you in terms of what they want, because there's the talking about the emotions, and the next card is the doing something about those emotions. This is the Knight of Cups, actions toward love and emotions, moving forward in romantic offers or romantic gestures, advancing a cup of love, offering a cup of love, trying to move forward in that regard. Could be we're conflicted between talking about it and doing something about it. It could be they're having a conflict because there's been talking and not much doing. When I look at what actually comes out in their thinking about you, we get the Knight of Wands, Four of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands is another fast-moving energy. This is rushing forward and taking some rapid, passionate action on something there's passion and desire for. So that's what they're thinking about doing. They have a lot of passion and desire. I will give them that. This sometimes gets referred to as the player of the tarot deck. It can be that person that comes rushing in all passionately and says whatever they need to say to get what they want, and then they rush somewhere else passionately and tell them whatever they want to hear to get what they want, and they kind of go back and forth playing two sides of the fence. It can be that sometimes. It can also be a person who is like non-committal in the sense that they say they want something and then they're really gung-ho about it, and they start taking all this passionate action really quickly, like trying to get what they want, and then something happens and they go a different direction. They change their mind. So it can be a person who can't stay fully committed to what they say they want. It could be that. That could be part of what's going on with this internal conflict. They have these feelings about you underlining, laying under the surface of the passion and the desire. It's actually surrounded by another wand card going backwards, though. 5 of Wands to 4 of Wands here. Nothing wrong with having love and emotions surrounded by passion and desire. That's cool. But there is an internal conflict for them. And it's almost like if I look at the two knights, they're going in opposite directions of each other. So take that however it resonates too. The next card in their thinking about you, Aquarius, is the Four of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is about, fours are stability, and the swords are about the thoughts, the mind. So this would be stability of the mind, stability of the thoughts, like stabilizing your thoughts and stabilizing your mind, calming yourself down, like relaxing and chilling out and calming quieting the chatter in their mind. We saw them in the 8 of Swords where they're just looping. This would be like, take a pause, take a chill, calm your head down so you can figure out what to do. It's really about figuring out what to do, but calming yourself down to be able to do it. This can also be, look, I started off super gung-ho here. Or maybe they think you started off super gung-ho here, and now we got this like, ooh, everything's paused. I'm waiting on an ending. Could be that. Lovers is next in their thinking. This is the Gemini Major Arcana card. This is a powerful connection in terms of the way they think about it. It is also a card that before it was called the Lovers, it used to be called the Choice. So a lot of times this will represent a choice in a powerful connection, or even a choice between two people. I don't have really anything that says that's what's going on. It's like there's this like abrupt fast and then slow and then desire here to talk about it and then move forward immediately afterwards. Willingness to take the steps, have already taken the first steps and wanting it really bad, but that ending is throwing me off. Let's take a look at what this person's intentions are toward you here in February 2024. What is this person's intentions? Getting an extra card every single time for them. Underlying their intentions, the Sun. This is a Leo Major Arcana card. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. Like, happiest card in the deck. Really hard to get a better card than that. But underlying their happiness is the Seven of Cups. Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. I don't want to pick the wrong thing and make a mistake. And I'm confused. There's that damn Knight of Swords again. Like, that rushing forward, taking this decisive. This is almost like, dude, this makes me happy. I'm confused. Why are we not rushing forward? Like, there's this idea of I want it really bad and I'm rushing forward toward it, but that's followed by like taking a pause. And the next card would be like the Lovers, and this opportunity to get that. What's actually out here in their intentions toward you? King of Swords, the Fool, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. King of Swords is either Aquarius or Gemini energy. This is a chief decision-making energy. This is someone, though, who is emotionally detached when they make their decisions. It's not like they don't have emotions. They do have emotions. They just don't access those when it's time to make decisions. They throw that stuff out the window. This is somebody who's looking at the truth and the facts and what's right in front of me and what's the math on this, what do the numbers add up, and I'm going to make my decision based on what I can verify in front of me, not what I feel. A lot of times this can feel like someone who's like emotionally detached, emotionally distant, like cold calculated even. The Fool is next in their intentions. This is card 0, very first card of the major arcana, first card of the whole tarot deck. It represents new beginning and like taking the leap of faith in a new beginning. This is like, I don't need to know what all the steps are before I take the first step. I don't need to know how this is going to work out before I take the first step. I'm ready to jump and let's do this right now, and I will totally just leap off this cliff and worry about growing wings on my way down. Let's just do this already. To them, that seems like logic is saying, let's just do this already. Next in their intentions, Five of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. Again, fives are conflict. We've already seen Five of Wands. This is an emotional difficulty here. This is someone who has sadness and remorse about the past, and regrets, feeling some sort of a loss. At its core, this card is about whatever a person focuses on will literally dictate to them which emotions they experience. So here a person's focused on the past, so they're feeling what they felt in the past. They're focused on something that's they've lost. These cups have been spilled and all that love and emotions have been spilled, or the time and the effort and the energy that's been spilled and wasted. They're focused on something that they've lost, so they're feeling that loss. Or they're focused on something that they think's missing and they're feeling that gap in their life. There are two upright cups in the background. That's a connection between two people, an emotional connection. Just doesn't have all the focus. There's something here they could be happy about. They're just not focused there. They're focused on what they don't have and not what they do have. This is almost like they want to take this leap of faith. They want to do this. They want an end to the waiting, and like almost feels like start really fast, slow down type of an energy here. They have some sadness and remorse. It's tied to the Lovers here. Could be that they have regrets about some decision they made. It's got the King of Wands in the same column, passion, desire, drive. Final card here for them in their intentions is the Eight of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is emotionally detaching, physically detaching and walking away. Started their intentions off with an emotionally detached decision maker. And now it's ending here with like, I want to do this, but I have all this regrets and sadness, possibly because they're intending to detach and walk away. Maybe they have sadness and remorse because you have emotionally detached and walked away. Or they think that's what's going to happen. Like this walking away is about like, this sometimes will represent a person who had like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence thing going on, where I think something's better out there. I got to go see if it is greener over there. And they always find out it's not greener on the other side of the fence, dumbass. It's greener where you water it and where you nurture it and where you pour yourself into it. That's when it's greener. So they almost always try to come back. I'm wondering if that's what's going on here. It's like they let their wand get them in a problem and they took a step down a new path that they may not have been supposed to, and maybe have a choice between another person and had a physical opportunity here, and that's on their mind. It could be that they're looking for a new opportunity with you and they're trying to come back right now or intending to do that, and they have sadness and remorse about what it could have been that they had foolish behavior in the past, and Now they're ready to come back and like they regret their foolish behavior. Could be any of that. I've seen a couple of pages. Opportunity. A lot of passion. It's weird. The only cup that's actually out here is the Eight of Cups, like emotionally detaching and walking away. Let's take a look at what their most likely actions are going to be, because sometimes what people intend to do and what they actually do don't always match. So let's check that out here. What is this person's most likely actions going to be toward Aquarius as we move through February 2024 and beyond, please? On the bottom of the deck, underlying their most likely actions, we have the Four of Wands. This is Aries energy. Again, fours are stability. This is stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection between the two of you. The Four Wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. We started off with the Three of Wands for them. That's like being at the beginning stages of manifesting. I'm taking the actions. I expect the thing's going to show up. It's just not materialized here yet. Well, this is when it does materialize and become stable. This is the arrival of the thing that they're manifesting. So their most likely actions are going to have something to do with trying to stabilize things here. Seven of Pentacles right under that, Taurus energy. This is a period of time where there's this pause to reflect and take stock of the connection between the two of you, take stock of the situation they're in, and they're trying to figure out, are these 7 seeds we've planted going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want, where we have that combined together life that's stable and like the stable, happy home life. Is it ever going to turn into that, or should I cut my losses and move on? So this would represent that period of time where that kind of stuff is being reflected on. Behind that, I have another 7, Leo energy of the Seven of Wands. This is a defensive energy. This is an energy of like fighting to protect and defend what's important to me, what defend and protect and fight for what I feel is right, what I believe in, fight for this connection even. And Five of Wands behind that, more Leo energy. This again is an internal conflict where a piece of them wants that and another piece of them wants something different. Oh. This might be they're still conflicted because after this period of time of thinking about it, they decide they want to fight for it. But I've been feeling the whole time that Knight of Swords, this Knight of Wands with a Four of Swords, like waiting, pause. This is almost feeling like they're part of their conflict is like, do I fight for this or do I just like play it cool and communicate and take it slow here? When I look at what their most likely actions are going to be toward you moving through February 2024 and beyond, we got the King of Cups, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Again, with all the Wands, only one row is missing Wands and their intentions. King of Cups, this is Pisces or Scorpio energy. This represents they have a lot of love and emotions for you. The King of Cups, though, doesn't always express his emotions. He doesn't publicly broadcast what he feels about things. So this could be a kind of person that has all this love and emotions for you and they just don't express that. This could also be the kind of a person that's going through emotional turmoil and they don't express that either. And it's really hard to read this kind of a person. It's kind of strange. In their first row, I have the King of Wands. In their third row, I have the King of Swords. And now in their final row, I have the King of Cups. The king that I'm missing here is the King of Pentacles, the one that would be related to like physical world, tangible things like money, assets, resources, stuff like that. They're missing that piece. There is an opportunity out here that has the potential for something. This is feeling like they want an opportunity with you to actually connect here. And they have all these feelings that they're probably trying hard to not let cloud their decision making. But see, in their intentions, they're intending to keep their emotions out of it. But in what they're most likely to do, the emotions are definitely involved in a big way. You just can't see that's what's happening. This 9 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is about being walled off and defensive. This is the wounded warrior, and he's been hurt. Hence the wall he's built around himself. It's his defense mechanism. It's his way to protect himself so he doesn't get hurt again, so he doesn't continue to get hurt. This is someone who wants to heal and wants to be able to move forward in the next step of their journey here. It's tied to this Fool energy. Sometimes this is a barrier that's in their way, because if you look at the wall he's built here, it's just some sticks in the ground, you know, like that's not going to protect him. If I wanted to get in there and hurt him, I could just barrel right through those sticks. I could turn sideways and squeeze between him and get to him and hurt him. So the wall doesn't really protect anything, but it does make a pretty good fence to keep them away from getting what they want. It can sometimes. It doesn't look like that's what's happening to them, though, because we're going from the 9, which is about him wanting to get his energy right to take the next step in his journey, which is the 10. And here it is right back to back. So this is the completion of some heavy burden that's being carried. In other words, getting to the point where this burden can be laid down and things can move on without it. Part of the burden that they're carrying is where their focus goes and the negative emotions that they're feeling about loss, guilt, regrets, things like that. There's definitely a powerful connection here for them and a lot of passion and desire for it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wands cards, 7 if you count this one that's still on the bottom, and we've seen a lot of them. So this person has a lot of passion and desire. I'm not understanding how they're... What this looks like is I'm intending to keep my emotions out of it, and I'm taking a leap of faith on something, and I have regrets already about detaching and walking away. Whether that's them intending to walk away is what it looks like. But they're trying to keep their emotions out of it. But in what they're most likely to do, the emotions are here and they're still walling themselves off from something. Taking a leap of faith. Burden is still here. Your person looks like they're not having a good time. I'm going to get you some advice from the universe about how to navigate whatever you're finding yourself in with this person here in February 2024, like what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should play this so it works out in the way that's best for you and your own greatest good. So let's get some advice for Aquarius. How should they navigate this situation finding himself in it? Okay, yeah. Got some that are flipped in the deck. I will admit this one is looking like somebody who is waiting on something here that's not fully panning out, and now they're considering moving on. On the bottom of the deck, what's underlying your advice? 5 of Swords. Okay, I could be missing something here. I do have a player out here. I do have a lot of wand sexual energy out here. I have 10 of Swords, which is an ending, sometimes an ending in betrayal. We got what could be foolish behavior and taking unnecessary risks outside of a connection and having regrets about that and regrets about walking away. This could be a person that did go off to see if the grass is greener on the other side, found out it wasn't, and is trying to come back without having to express all of their feelings about something. Could be that. This 5 of Swords, 5s are conflict. This is Aquarius energy. This is a betrayal. This is a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event here being brought up right off the bat. 8 of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. It's the card of work. It's putting in the work, the time, effort, and energy on something, or being willing to do that. And then we have the Hierophant here, which is a card of commitment. It's Taurus major arcana energy. It's about something bigger than you, like being committed to something bigger than you, taking things to the next level. In relationships, this would be like engagement, wedding, being fully committed, something along those lines. And then I have the Fool behind that. This is, again, it's a new beginning at something, but it can also represent taking a blind leap of faith. That whole saying of look before you leap. Well, he does not look before he leaps. He leaps first. This can represent foolish behavior, unnecessary risks, taking risks outside of the connection. If I had to go strictly on what's underlying your advice, I would say there's a betrayal here, at the least, mentally and psychologically painful situation that you were in with them. Putting in the work on this commitment doesn't seem like a very well thought out thing, is all I'm saying about that. There's the Lovers behind that. There is definitely a pull here. There's a powerful connection that they feel it's on the table for them. For you, it's underlying the advice. So it's in there somewhere. Yeah, and you're being encouraged to, like, behind that powerful connection, which also represents a choice about the connection, is the Hermit card, which is about going inside yourself, doing some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, deep contemplation, looking in the shadows of yourself, figuring out what adjustments need made so you can figure out what to do moving forward. It's strange how the looking before you leap part, or the leap before you look part, and definitely the leaping comes before the looking in this case. And that seems to be being compelled by, like, the feelings that are under the surface here. It's just strange that the first card that it wants you to see is betrayal, mental, psychological pain. That has to mean something. Take it however it resonates. In your advice, we got the Page of Swords, the Emperor, Four of Wands, Justice, Eight of Wands. Got a lot more fire energy out here. A lot of passion and desire has been throughout this whole reading. This Page of Swords, pages are messengers, so this is communications, news, and messages. If it is, though, it's not fully developed communication, not fully developed news and messages. It could be premature, immature communication. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, though, trying to figure something out. This could be someone doing their due diligence, doing research, doing investigating, snooping around, digging for clues. Hell, what I'm doing right now technically qualifies as Page of Swords because I'm nosying around in your all's energy here. But this is about, like, trying to figure something out. Emperor. Well, this would be all four kings rolled into one person. We have clearly missed one of the kings. King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups is out here. No King of Pentacles. This is a person who is Aries major arcana energy. This is about being in control, taking charge, taking control of the situation. It's a master manifester in the sense of it's someone who has the abilities and tools and resources to put together a plan to get what they want and then execute the plan to get what they want. It's about being in control. It can sometimes be too far that direction. It could go off the deep end and turn into controlling. It can be that. Notice too in the background, like he's sitting here on his throne, like he's running everything and it goes his way, but in the background everything's on fire and it's burning down around him. Something wrong with that one. Four of Wands, stability is more Aries energy, stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection. This is the number of manifesting, 1111. It's about the thing you're trying to manifest arriving and being here. It's stable. Like figuring out control to get stability seems odd to me. It could be figuring out if having some person like this that brings mental and psychological pain, is that even worth working on? Is that actual stability or not? Is that real commitment or is that foolish to do? It seems like that might be the choice that you're going to have here, and the only way to find the answer is going to be inside yourself. So if you're looking externally to you while you're trying to figure it out, you're looking in the wrong spot. It's either going to be looking at them or looking in yourself. Well, I think you've probably already seen and figured out some stuff from them. I don't know why this and the Ten of Swords would already be out here if that weren't the case. Next, though, is Justice, the Libra Major Arcana. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right, fair, just thing. It's about cutting away something that's not fair, not just, not in balance, cutting that away so balance gets restored, and then the right, fair, just thing can happen. The fact that it's here tells me something unfair, unjust occurred, something unbalanced has occurred that needs, the wrong needs righted here. The C5 of Cups, they have guilt and regret and remorse. Eight of Wands, this is very fast moving energy. The only energy faster is the Chariot. And this is about very fast forward movement, like fast forward progress on something. Can be rapid back and forth passionate communications happen, and I do have the Page of Wands in their energy in terms of what they're feeling about you here in February. We got this passionate communicating, which this is like talking about it. The very next card for them was the Knight of Wands. I saw that same dynamic in the bottom of the deck where I had Page of Cups. Very next card was Page of Cups. This is going from like talking about what I want to doing something about what I want, talking about passion to physically engaging in passion. This could be passionate messages coming back and forth. This could also just represent a whole lot of shit coming at you all at once, and it's like too much to process and too much to handle, and it's like an overwhelming amount of energy coming at you, and that could need to be balanced out. That could be telling you, hey, is that really balanced here? That's what it feels like this is saying. It's almost like this person is trying to come back from this Eight of Cups, and you're being given advice about a betrayal and what you work on and what you're committed to, and whether or not that's foolish or a smart move. Is that getting you what you actually want or not? And here you are looking inside yourself to kind of digest all of that. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Aquarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.